This is my free electricity video. I'll be the last video I made, I basically explained everything, but I mistold a part, so I need to re-explain. This is about the graphene invention. So here's the multi-layered cylindrical commutator. It's made out of graphene. So this is the shaft. Here's the shaft, and then this line here is the bearing. Bearing. So there's your shaft. This is the motor part right here. This would be where you could connect to a generator. So in the inside we have your multi-layered cylindrical commutator. You have your commutator, which is split in two. It is cylindrical, but it's split in two. Each two is a hub. So just like a regular commutator, you have two slip rings. So basically these two hubs are your slip rings, but they act separate, so they don't work together during rotation, but they each get powered. They also switch your DC charge, because this is a DC motor, but produces AC inside the external circuit. So you have multiple layers on each hub. The bottom hub, and here's the top hub, so it's split in half. And then your shaft goes in the middle, and so on the bottom hub you have a negative contact on the outside. Then you have dielectric, which separates that from the negative contact, and then you have another dielectric which separates that contact layer from the next negative layer, and then that negative layer is separated by both dielectrics surrounding it, which here's the positive layer, which is the innermost positive layer, which also has another dielectric surrounding it, so that the whole commutator hub is electrically stable, where none of the contacts have shorts or is touching each other. It can work as a commutator. So you have the brush side, which is on this side, just like a regular motor. You'd have your brushes go to the commutator. So you have this is DC powered, so you're gonna have multiple sources go into one motor. So here's power source 1. This is a 4-circuit multiple layer cylindrical commutator, so you have 4 power sources, but it also has 4 circuits that are included in one motor. So you have power source 1 DC, power source 2 DC, power source on the top hub 3, power source 3 DC, power source 4 DC. They're all DC, and these are your brushes. So you have your power sources, you have leads, and then the leads could have graphene or graphite brushes, which rub against the commutator brush side as it spins. So the brushes touch the contact layers, and each power source goes into the its hub and transmits the energy through the commutator hub to the external circuit side, or the motor side, where you would have your rotor coils or armature. So I'm going to view a little bit closer. So on the top hub, your outside contact layer is positive, and on the bottom hub, your outside layer is negative. And then if you see on the top hub, it goes positive, dielectric, negative, dielectric, positive, dielectric, negative. And then on the bottom hub, it goes negative, dielectric, positive, dielectric, negative, dielectric, positive. So if you notice, the top one has the positive on the outside, and the bottom one has the negative contact layer on the outside, so they're in opposition to each other. The reason for this is So I've explained that part using 4 circuits. Now here's how that operates. So basically here's the armature side, or the external circuit side, to the commutator. You have the second commutator hub shaft. So here's the top one and here's the bottom one. I put a line to show the separation of the two. So this is the full commutator. Here's each hub. So as you see, this is a different version, just using 2 circuits. The other one has 4 circuits, so this one's a little simpler. So you would have your positive on the outside as a hub here, and a negative on the inside, separated by a dielectric. And on the bottom, you would have negative contact layer on the outside with a positive positive contact layer on the inside. So if you were to hook that up to a electromagnet, or even just coil wire, you make a magnetic field. So I use graphene. This is also going towards the graphene explanation of how this works, is that you make graphene wire so that you could increase the amount of current you put into the electromagnet, or into the circuit, so you could create a much larger magnetic field. So you'd have a coil wire